Hey guys, welcome to my channel where I talk all things side hustling, entrepreneurship, and small business optimization. Today's video is all about learning how to use backwards planning in order to stay laser focused and achieve your personal and business goals. We're going to be going over what backwards planning is, why it's essential that you use it for your personal and business goals, and how to do it. Before we get into things, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and support your girl. As a small YouTuber, it helps me more than you would imagine. All right, let's get into it. Backwards planning or reverse engineering helps you map out how you can achieve your desired outcome or final goal by starting with the goal and working your way backwards to understand what small steps or wins are needed in order to accomplish the final task or goal. It may sound complicated, but it's actually really straightforward and easy, and that's what I really want to show you guys in this video. So backwards planning or backwards design is actually something that's used a lot in the field of education. So when it comes to instructional design or creating a course, what educators will do is they'll start with determining what the course objectives are first. So what is it that they want their students to take away from the course? That's the big end goal. And then from the big end goal or the learning objectives, they work their way backwards and determine what assessments need to take place, what homework needs to be assigned, and kind of break things down step by step. So backwards planning might sound like this really fancy, complicated thing, but it's actually not. It's really just the logical way to do things. So I always kind of like to think about backwards planning as something visually. And when I do, what I picture is a funnel, starting with the big end goal at the very top, and then the steps needed to achieve it trickling down. And guys, using backwards planning to achieve your business or professional goals is so important. Some of the major benefits of using backwards planning are you'll be able to clearly articulate and identify your desired goal. The thing is, with reverse engineering or backwards planning, you really can't start the process until you have that final end state already established. And what you'll discover is that goals that aren't well defined or goals that may be kind of arbitrary, those are the goals that you're not going to be able to develop a backwards plan for. So backwards planning will always ensure that you have a well-defined goal that you're working towards. The second benefit of backwards planning is that you'll understand the process. Whether you're trying to save $10,000 for your personal finances or make $10,000 through your business, backwards planning helps shift your thinking from that high-level goal to the nitty-gritty of what actually needs to be done. This is really important because it helps you develop realistic timelines of when things can be accomplished by, and it also helps you prepare your mental state for the hard work that needs to be done. The third major benefit of backwards planning is that it prepares you to take action. Once you have your roadmap or plan established, it's really just about execution after that. You know what needs to be accomplished. It's just about taking action and making it happen. If you guys want to dive deeper into backwards planning in order to achieve your business goals, then make sure you check out this video right here. Okay, so now that we've done a quick overview of what backwards planning is and the major benefits, let's jump into how to actually do it. I'm going to show you how you guys can very quickly and easily start on your backwards plan and start mapping things out. Also, if you're getting some value out of this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below and don't forget to drop a like.
Hey guys, so I'm just jumping into Keynote right now, which is an application that every MacBook has. But if you don't have a MacBook, no worries, you can use just PowerPoint on your PC. And all I'm doing is opening up a new file and giving it a title, which in this case will be Monthly Financial Goals. So one of the most important things when using Keynote and creating your backwards plan is really to make it really visual. So you can see here, I'm just deciding what shape I'm going to use for my backwards plan. I'm definitely going to resize things and change up the color as well so that it kind of fits the mood and fits the vibe that I'm in. So another key aspect is to use text in your backwards plan. So not only to kind of name things, so you can see I kind of named my final goal, but I like to add a little bit more context of what's needed to accomplish each goal and each step in my backwards plan. Next, you'll definitely want to add in an arrow shape in order to kind of guide visually the flow of your backwards plan. And you can also add in as many steps as you need in your backwards plan. So in this case, I'm probably just going to keep it really simple. just because this is just an example and only have 3 steps. Now, I'm sure at this point you're really getting a feel for how to use Keynote to create your backwards plan and why it's such a good tool to use to visually represent your backwards plan. But I wanted to show you a key to really enhancing the visuals on Keynote to create your backwards plan. So I'm using a website called Flat Icon. This isn't sponsored by them at all. It's just a website that I genuinely use for so many projects. So I'm just going to hop into Flat Icon and I'm going to type in a keyword that I want to find a visual for. And you can see they have so many different images that you can use. Let's say your backwards plan was about paying off your debt. You might want to use one of these credit card icons or something like that. But once you find an icon that you like, just hit the download button and you want to download it as a PNG file. After that, I'm just going to hop back into Keynote and import the file. And of course, I'm just going to resize it and add it to my backwards plan. And you can imagine how great your backwards plan is going to look visually once you start adding pictures to enhance it, the right text, the right images. Like, it could look amazing. So I kind of want to show you guys what I came up with just really quickly. It took me 5 minutes to do this. So you can see I have my final goal, which is 10K in sales. And like I mentioned, I like to add in some context. So there's a 35% profit margin. And once I know my final goal, I just work my way backwards. So again, if my final goal is 10K in sales with a 35% profit margin, then the step before that would be to think, okay, how many orders do I need? And in this case, again, this is all hypothetical, I would need 200 checkouts at a $50 average order value. And again, the step before that would be, okay, how do I get those sales? How do I get those checkouts? Well, I would need about 10,000 visitors to my site if I had a 2% conversion rate. So again, guys, this is a really simple 3-step backwards plan, but there are a ton of steps you could add before this. You could start adding in how much ad spend you would need, some more information about targeting customers digitally, and really taking it from there.
So I hope you guys found this intro to backwards planning or reverse engineering video really helpful. If you have any questions, drop them down below in the comment section, and also in the description box below, I'm gonna link to some resources if you wanna do a little bit more research on backwards planning. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you when I drop my next video. Bye.